In the last video, I gave you the simplest breakdown on order blocks and why they are the new, most powerful form of support and resistance. In this video, we're going a level deeper. I'm going to show you the different types of order blocks, when they are strong, when they are weak, and how to avoid the traps that catch most beginners. We'll walk through the live charts together so you can see exactly how I read price in real time, not just clean textbook setups. These are the advanced concepts that Alan used to turn over a 5-figure profit, and Mark that turned an almost 6-figure profit. By the end of this video, you will know which order blocks I actually trust, which one I skip completely, and how I combine them with structure, so you're not just guessing zones blindly. This is not for people who want magic arrows. This is for you if you are serious about understanding how smart money actually moves price. Now, grab your chart, follow along with me, and pause the video when you see a setup you would take. Then, compare your idea to mine on the live example.
You don't need all three, but one of them is good enough. The more you can stack, the better it is. Very, very good. Okay? So now, what types of order blocks are there? Okay, like I mentioned earlier on, there are 2 different types. Okay, but I want to go a bit more in depth here so that you guys here understand how to take advantage of order blocks in a non-trending market, or perhaps maybe in a ranging market as well. Okay, so now, normally what you see in an order block, for example, in an uptrend, what do you normally see? Do you see the market here create higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows? Yes, you do. And each and every single time it breaks past the high, what happens? You create an order block. Alright, order block, order block, order block. Okay, all these are all continuation order blocks. Write this down. If you see order blocks that are being created while respecting the direction of the trend, then this is going to be considered continuation order blocks. Okay? Now, what happens if the market here starts to reverse? This is what is going to happen. Bearish change of character, you break past the higher low. So now this becomes a sell move. Lower highs, lower lows are being created. You have your lower high here, your lower low here. Price before breaking past this low creates a buy to sell, breaking past this low and this low. So can you use this as a bearish order block? Yes. Now this bearish order block is also known as a reversal order block. I repeat, this is also known as a reversal order block. The move that caused price to reverse out of it. The origin of the move that caused price to move in the opposite direction. Okay? But of course, for this to happen, you need to have the confirmation that the market here is closing below. In fact, I would want to see a body candle close underneath. If you can see that, then you know your reversal OB is going to be strong. If you don't have a body candle close, then the chances of your reversal OB holding is going to be lower, because it could just literally be a liquidity sweep to tap into this area and continue higher. If let's say there was a fair value gap, like we discussed earlier on, remember? If let's just say this is a fair value gap, this could happen. Is that right, chat? Yes or no? Can you all see why I tend to use body candle close to confirm it? Because if it closes inside the fair value gap, then the chances of the fair value gap holding is going to be lower, and it continues dumping into the second OB and potentially filling it. If you see a wick candle close, then there's a chance of this happening, because the overall trend is still bullish. Clear? Okay, so once again, 2 types of order blocks. You got continuation order blocks, this 3 right here, 1, 2, and 3, and then you have the reversal order block. That is the order block responsible for creating the change of character. Okay? These are the main points right here that I need you guys here to take note of for the types of order blocks. Okay? Now, before I finish up with the theory here before looking into the live charts. There's one more thing I want to include to make sure that you guys here have an increased chance of winning with your order blocks. Can anybody guess what this is going to be? Let me know. All right. Those that have seen the PDF that we have mentioned earlier on in premium. MTA. Very good. Multi-time frame analysis. Okay. Now, multi-time frame analysis, for those of you guys that are brand new, is the study of multiple different time frames. All right. For example, every single live stream I come on the stream, I mentioned we are going to be doing MTA. Okay? So when we do MTA, this is what you are going to do. For order blocks itself, you can simplify it to 3 main time frames. 4 hour, 1 hour, and 15-minute time frame. Okay? So let's write this down right over here on a fresh chart. Okay? Like this. If you're going to be looking for multi-time frame analysis plus OBs, here are your time frames. I'm going to write this down step by step so that you guys can see it right over here. Like this. This is what you want. Okay? Let it look. There we go. Just put more spaces to it so you all can see. Okay? This is how you want to summarize it, lads. When you do your multi-time frame analysis, you always start from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. So you start off the 4 hour. What you want to do on the 4 hour is identify your market direction. Whether the market here is bullish, whether the market is bearish. Are there any key areas that you see price rejecting? Mark that out as well. Support, resistance, fair value gaps, you just mark it out, sure, no problem. All right, but this is going to be the general overview on the 4 hour time frame. Then when you drop down to the 1 hour time frame, that's where you start to notice the details. Where are your higher highs? Where are your higher lows? If you're in an uptrend, if you're in a downtrend, along with the 4 hour time frame. And that's where you can start marking out order blocks, your 1 hour order blocks, your 1 hour fair value gap, your 1 hour liquidity. What kind of liquidity? You got your equal highs, your fair value gaps, like we mentioned earlier on. You want to be more advanced? Asian high, Asian low. London high, London low. New York high, New York low. All these are all points of liquidity that you can mark out on the 1 hour time frame. Then your 50-minute is what? Your entry confirmation time frame. Alright? Once price taps into your 1 hour OB or your 4 hour OB, that's where you look for your confirmations. What are your confirmations? There are plenty lah, but that will be another video for itself. Let me just name a few. Change of character. You got inverse points of interest. You got bullish engulfing candles. That's how you're going to get your reaction for your signal. Is this clear? This is how you increase the probability of your order blocks using multi-time frame analysis. This is the process from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. Okay? Very, very good. So now let's jump into live examples of order blocks that has happened throughout the entire week right here. And I'm going to show you step by step, all right, order blocks and how to identify them first and foremost. Now, I want you to see how the market here has played out throughout the entire week. I mean, from the 30th of October all the way until where price is right here on the 4th of November yesterday. Okay? Now, first and foremost, you see the market here pushing up higher. Okay, and in an uptrend, are you going to be creating continuation order blocks? Yes or no? Absolutely, yes. You're going to be continuing to create continuation order blocks to help push price higher. Right? So, what do you see? Price action here gives you a push up higher, retest. Push up higher, retest. Cannot break past this high, so we don't have a structure break, right? So we cannot use this as the order block. what do you want to do? See how and what is the origin that caused price to break past this high? Right here. What caused it? This sell to buy. And what do? Once again, identify the last candle that has created the lowest point in price right over here. So this becomes the order block. Now, chat, has the market here created fair value gaps on this way up? Yes, absolutely. You have a structure break. Number one, that's your first criteria of a valid order block. Number two, you also have fair value gaps. Number three, do you have liquidity points? Yes, you got fake lows here that didn't do jack. You got this low here which didn't tap into the OB, all used as areas of liquidity for price to sweep. Hence, this is an extremely high probability point for price to bounce off. And that's where you push. So can you see why price pushed up so aggressively towards the upside to continue the bullish trend? You have all these criteria met. In fact, you have all three of the added confluence that you can use to push up higher. Hence, it's a strong order block. Now, if you follow price action, did price create another order block? Absolutely. Lower high, lower low. The moment price breaks past this high, what do you have? A fresh new order block. The last candle that created the lowest point in price right here, remember the example that I showed you earlier on? Like this. How do you know which candle to use for your order block for a bullish one? Bullish or bearish candle, you don't care, right? You're going to be using the last candle with the lowest wick. And right over here, you have the last candle here with the lowest wick. So I use this candle here. Mark it out. That's your order block. So what did price do? Push up, push up, push up, push up. Guess what? Never came back into the order block. So is this order block here still valid? Absolutely lah. This is your origin. You can always expect a reaction of the origin of the move. Okay? So I'm just gonna ignore this for now first, okay? Because this will be a topic for later, where I will talk about reversal order blocks. But right over here, you have a continuation order block that you want to see price continue pushing higher. And guess what? Price action here created what? What is this? Relative equal lows. Part of the liquidity, part of the criteria for this order block here to be extremely strong. And what do you see price do? Tap, push. This move here from this order block has printed 317 pip. Definitely. On top of that, you also got your fair value gaps lah. Areas for price to collect orders from. Liquidity for price to sweep. And price swept it. Perfect. Can you all see why these points of interest are super strong? Yes. Okay, you want to continue looking for buys? No problem. You see, price create lower highs, lower lows, right? And then, what did price do? Create a structure break. So how do you mark out the candle that has created the move towards the downside? Very simple. Mark out the last candle that created the lowest point in price before structure broke higher. So I mark it out. What did price do? Never came back to retest. Do you see price action here creating relative equal lows as liquidity points? Yes. Once again, relative equal lows. You got a trend line liquidity here. And you got fair value gaps. All waiting to be swept. To manipulate price back into the order block. Or origin of the bullish move. And guess what? Price push. Perfect. Alright, then what about all these bearish order blocks here that are marked up? Can I use them? Absolutely. Because remember, in the market, you can always look for buys and sells. If you're looking for buys, these are your buy setups. I've explained that in depth, how you can use them. making sure that you have your additional confluences to back up a strong order block. Good. Now, if I'm going to be looking for sells, then you must understand that this entire move towards the upside from here has been bullish. And therefore, this is where we tap into reversal order blocks. And if I'm going to be looking for reversal order blocks, what must I do? I need to look for a structure break lower. Change of character. Now, let me ask you one question. For you to mark out your reversal order blocks, what do I want to see? The origin of what caused price to reverse, as we have described earlier on, right over here. Origin of what caused price to break lower. The buy before the sell. Good. So, was this the buy before the sell? No, because this low here did not break past this low. There's no structure break. This high here did not break past this low, so there's no structure break. But what did this bullish candle do? Created the highest point in price before dumping lower. So therefore, this candle here, like I mentioned, is going to be our reversal order block. Good. Now, how do I know that this is a strong area to look for sells? Are there fair value gaps being created on the way down? Yes, there is. So, there is rejections. As long as price does not break past this high here, this is 4039.33, the order block holds. And eventually, what do you see price do? It swept the liquidity, 1 and 2, which are all considered as liquidity for price to tap, and dump, respecting the order block. Same exact thing, chat. Once again, right over here, what do you have? Price action here, creating higher highs, higher lows. Bullish push towards the upside. Body candle close above. Break past this low. What caused the break past this low? Was it this high or was it the pullback here? The second one here. So I mark out that candle. All I need to see is for price to retest and continue dumping, and it did. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Good. Now, then what happens when you meet a range? How do you take advantage of this? This happened yesterday, right? I'm not sure if you noticed yesterday's price action. We had a range. This was during the London session and price is in the range. Once again, know your structure. What has price done? Push up, push down, push up. Bearish change of character. Now, you have a bearish change of character. Do you have a body candle close? No, you do not. So therefore, at this point, what you want to see is for price to eventually give you a body candle close. And do you get it? Eventually, right here, the body candle close. Yes. So, what was the candle that created the body candle close underneath? The lower high, lower low. So what do? Mark out the last candle that created the highest point in price before dumping. And what did price do? Retest during the New York session and dumps all the way back to the downside. Do you see me marking out random order blocks? No. It's clear. So is everybody clear on exactly how to use order blocks right here? Clear? Very, very good. So let me just summarize everything one more time. Okay, today we went through what are our blocks, how to use them, and why they are important. Because they spot the origin of the entry. Okay? Number 2. What are the conditions that you can use to improve the quality of the order blocks? You have 3. All right, 4 of the bonus one that I talked about, the multi-time frame analysis. You want to see a structure break, number 1. Number 2, you look for fair value gaps to show you that the origin of the move is strong. It pushed. Number 3, look for liquidity. Equal highs, equal lows, or fair value gaps. Number 4, your added one that we talked about, multi-time frame analysis. 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute. Okay? And of course, live examples of exactly how order blocks work. So with this understanding of order blocks, you will be definitely able to see when price action here will likely to reverse, when price action here will likely to fail, and how to look for pro-trend continuation order blocks or reversal order blocks to look for a reversal move. Okay? Now, to summarize whatever that I've talked about, ladies and gentlemen, I've done this thing for you already. I've uploaded a PDF, all right, inside the educational suite. Those of you guys here that don't know where the educational suite is, this is what it's going to look like. Okay, let me show you. Let me pull it up. Okay, in the educational suite, this is exactly what you'll see. There will be a tab underneath or inside the educational suite which says Callisto PDF Notes. Those of you guys here in Premium, you have been linked to it already, so that's very good. But if you're not, I mean, you should be like, if you're here in the Zooms, then yes, this is where you will be able to find it. Everything is summarized nicely for you. Okay? Now, for those of you guys here in the YouTube video watching this video here, click the link down in the description below. I will link it right there for you guys here to be able to view and use the order blocks. As a reminder, every single day when you look at the charts, this is what you can use to take your trades. Alright, so use the information here, go ahead and print yourself money, and let's get it.